Somebody call a doctor because bad medicine is back. That's the answer. This is the Appleton Oak. I'm Mason Gwen. Folks, today we're getting back to Interview with the Vampire. This is episode 4. And it looks like we've got Claudia. This is going to be wild from what I remember when we did the Tom Cruise Brad Pitt movie. It really picked up when Claudia was introduced, so I'm expecting the same here.
Yeah, this show has been pretty amazing. I love that we're getting a lot of backstory and everything on this story, I should say. So I'm definitely ready, willing, and able to now have Claudia involved in everything.
Yeah, the first few episodes, absolutely wild. I'm much more involved, or rather invested in this. Involved. I'm not involved in the vampire lifestyle. I'm much more invested in the story than I was in the film. So I'm really excited to see what happens.
All right, without further ado, then let's go. Uh-oh, looks like my garage door opener just called it quits.
All right, this should be a quick and easy job. All we have to do is replace the motor. I'm thinking maybe an hour tops.
You want me using this ladder?
Hey, look, the other guys brought the fiberglass ones out to another job. This is all we had left at the shop. I'm sure it's gonna be just fine.
Looks like Noah used this thing to build the ark.
Guy, it's gonna be just fine. It's a quick, easy job. We're not going up that high. Just don't worry about it. Look, I'm counting on you.
Counting on you. Counting on you. Counting on you. You know, he's always counting on me. Look at this thing. Oh no. Oh. Ah! Ah, my leg! My leg! Ah! Ah!
You're gonna need some help with that. Your injury could be worth millions. You should consider calling Morgan & Morgan. Morgan & Morgan is America's largest injury law firm, with more than 1,000 lawyers and 4,000 case staff ready to fight for you if you become their client. But this guy is worried. He doesn't have the cash to pay for expensive legal fees. Worry no more. Morgan & Morgan will fight for every penny you deserve. And guess what? The fee is absolutely free, unless you win. But this guy doesn't want to sue his boss, even though he hasn't gotten his surgery bills covered in the last 6 months. When you sue for an injury, you're not suing your boss. You're suing the insurance company. If you've been a victim in a workplace injury or any other personal injury, you can click the link in the description, www.forthepeople.com/medicine, to see if you have a case. This guy did, now he's back in the game.
Look at this title: "The Ruthless Pursuit of Blood with a Child's Demanding." With all with a child.
Yeah,
you know what?
You know what?
Claudia
Just don't read anymore. Even though we watch everything with subtitles.
I can't tell you that. Can't tell you that either. No.
Was he on the phone with
Yeah.
his publisher?
Yeah, look, it's not an article. It's a book. I mean, we can do a chapter in Vanity Fair, but I know it's been 10 years. I haven't forgotten what a book is. This is a book. All right, look, I got to call you back. I'll call you back.
This guy.
I hope you've passed a comfortable night.
Nope.
I never pass a comfortable night.
Who says that?
You were scheduled to have your levodopa transfusion this week.
Been tapping my phone?
Mr. de Pointdulac has arranged a physician to administer it here tomorrow.
Well, I'll take care of it on
Your
my
doctor in New York was consulted and has given consent.
Took care of everything.
You'll find a note from him in your electronic mailbox.
You mean email?
Where's Louis?
Mr. de Pointdulac will be resting today. Would you follow me to the reading room?
Oh, wow.
Quite the house plan.
The interior designer hired was a sentimentalist. Some notion of hers he was missing the natural world. You are getting access to very precious items from the archives, an alternative perspective on the years of your interest. Please, Wear these when handling the materials.
Oh, what are we going to see here?
We suggest you begin on the left.
There you go.
Claudia, 1917.
1945.
1945 when we arrived in Paris. November, okay, so it was after World War II was over.
He's being kind of rough with that stuff for how old it is.
The POWs are malnourished. Nothing but bone and sinew.
Oh, September 8th, 1941.
Almost makes you feel sick to drink it.
Ugh.
Ugh. Are we going to get a World War II time jump here?
I was gonna say, is there sand and stuff that they have? That
Auntie told me to stay put and keep away from the door. I tried to be good and stay right where I was. But when Auntie came back, she got stuck on the other side and brought the fire back with her.
Oh.
Closed my eyes and waited for the fire to take me too. I just prayed it wouldn't hurt too bad. That's when the Black Angel came. He was beautiful and strong and fast.
Well, I mean,
The Black Angel took me to a fine house with gold ceilings.
oh,
And that's when I guess I was in heaven.
she is burned bad.
Drain her. She's only a kid. C'est impossible. No, please. Elle est trop jeune. Please. I don't know where to bite. Her body's all charred.
No, you can do this.
Well,
Oh,
You were ready to abandon our home. Now you want a third. I just need her not to die. Please.
That changes a lot.
I'm just
the
waiting.
things you do for love.
I'm just waiting to see how they're going to play out with Claudia not being able to control herself.
The White Angel, he bit me right in the neck. And I thought, what a strange thing for an angel to do.
Oh, man, that's a lot.
And then I tasted it.
Oh, look at those eyes. Healing up fast.
And I realized what I thought was heaven was just some nice room. And what I thought were angels were really hell demons.
Yeah.
So this my new house?
Is if you want it to be.
This my fountain? That's my... what is that?
Don't worry about it.
That's the incinerator where we burn. We'll get to that soon enough.
Did he make you too?
He did.
What's she saying?
He has to rely on my words to understand me, just like a human.
I'm not human no more, am I?
Nope.
Not with eyes like those.
I can see where this is going.
Oh,
We're a family.
well,
Yeah,
we are now.
but with no secrets.
All right.
By the way, you're not going to age.
Uncle Les and Daddy Lou are rich. They have nice clothes and a nice auto carriage and a funny way of being nice to each other. So I'm supposed to kill them?
You don't have to. There's always the birds and the beasts.
Or you can endeavor on an experience that feels like eating syrup while riding in the wind.
Well, when you put it that way.
Wow. I mean, now it makes me want to take them out.
I'm not sure how I feel about that pleated skirt.
It's chiffon. It has movement.
Talking about her wardrobe during
Looks
this.
like she takes after me.
Tremendous. Fortifying myself for an evening of swan hunting. Back in the car, Claudia.
Uh-oh.
Oh, she's smelling it.
Claudia! Claudia! Hey, no, get back here, Missy.
Ooh, that's a little bit higher
Young
end
girl.
target.
Where are your parents at this hour?
Oh, yeah, we don't want to do that.
Claudia! No! Don't!
Oh. Yeah.
You have to stop while they're alive.
Who was it that she takes after?
You ain't a girl. You a devil.
Confusion, regret, euphoria,
Just
Carrying it in.
little guilt, a bad taste in your mouth from the cop, which again, you should never choose. Claudia.
I'm sorry.
Gotta listen to your elders when they're talking. You're new to this.
I'm hungry.
Hungry? You just ate a man twice your size.
Anomalous observation. Your young lady metabolism is permanent now.
Oh.
Oh.
I'm so hungry. I think I'm gonna die.
I'm so hungry.
You don't want to engorge yourself, my petite.
More tomorrow, okay?
Oh.
Sedation is what she needs.
She'll settle.
Oh, here we go.
Claudia.
Look at Lestat.
Claudia, no. Mm.
The things I used to eat, I don't like so much anymore.
Claudia. Come on up to bed.
Ooh, macaroons.
There's less kids to play with, but I found ways to fun it up some.
Have you seen my slippers? Under the chair, by the window.
Does every night end like this? Why did she talk to the book?
The sun comes up, we go down. That's never gonna change. We got rules, little miss.
Rules of fools, Daddy Lou.
Keeping you safe, little wave.
She talked to the book again.
The
The book is a book. Good night.
Nice slippers. Listen.
old head to toe sleeping.
He is very fashionable.
C'est toi qui lui as fait ça?
C'est une fille curieuse.
They speak in French. They gonna fight now.
Tout ça qu'il faut, c'est remettre en question l'existence.
Sounds funny in French.
Tu as oublié ta jeunesse. Putain de merde! Pas de oui!
Tell me, my chérie, best see if it's a good fit.
Good evening, sirs. A loss in the family?
Get a heart condition, and she gonna pass real soon.
Poor child. Can't nothing be done.
Well, don't get too close.
A girl vampire needs her own space if she's gonna find herself in this no-day world. And Diary, you can already tell the words come easier when you're locked
He's
in
so-
tight, wrapped in pink satin, and Daddy Lou's feet ain't in your face.
Lestat is so irritated.
Oh, it's great.
Uncle Les got secrets.
How you figure?
You don't give good answers to questions. Sits on the truth like it's a chair or something. I thought we weren't supposed to keep secrets.
Les got a few years on us.
Phew.
Sometimes, old people don't like talking much about the past. Sometimes, you gotta be careful where you dig, you understand?
I guess. How does it work? Love between two men.
Oh, we're getting the birds and the bees talk.
All right, then. Every parent's...
It works like, I don't know, works like love. Uncle Les does sometimes.
Is that what he's up to when he goes out alone?
Nah, sometimes his kills get, what's the word?
Messy.
Extravagant. And I don't like seeing it.
Oh.
Oh. Not much blood in a fish.
I don't know how you do that. You can't lack the taste.
I try to. And Claudia, it's not just what you eat. You can kill quick and painless, or you can get extravagant. There have been times I've gone a little too far myself.
Draining the singer all night long?
Hey.
Has a consequence.
Oh, because he couldn't hit the right notes.
I messed up the whole thing.
Came about because of one of my kills. I used to get a little caught up in human affairs.
Yeah, that was a rough
Yeah.
time for the city.
Very.
Then you.
She like, me.
Do you have what you need, Mr. Malloy?
A cure for Parkinson's?
How is your reading coming along?
For a killing machine, I kind of like her. You're not from Dubai. I thought you were a native.
Dubai's a child, Mr. Malloy. No one's a native.
3 cars for me. He's so rough. Like the stuff is fragile. He's just ripping it around.
Gonna open it right into a sandwich. It almost did.
A little bookmark there.
What adventures we will have. You've joined a happy home, even if we're an odd one. I have my own room now, which is good.
Oh,
'cause
look at that.
Daddy Lou can be smothering just as Uncle Les can get crotchety and well. You have to knock first. Out! Out! Out!
Oh, her face is all bloody.
Still, you wouldn't believe how
Oh,
terrible it
jeez.
is when there's people
3.
eating money to spend.
This was given to me by a marquis who was beheaded by a mob 10 years after he gave it to me.
How old are you again, Uncle Liz?
106.
159.
159.
Looks
Hey,
expensive.
when am I gonna grow into this, though? Then the next thing you know, the leaves are turning. Of course, Daddy and Uncle have problems. Plenty of them. But they figure them out quick most times. And when they can't, I can always get in between and make it right.
Ah,
We do like mortals do.
they're watching Nosferatu. Is that what they're watching? Yeah.
Oh, she's got
phone rang last night.
viewing glasses.
And all the easy times stopped.
Hello?
No, the easy time stopped.
I'd never been to a wake. Hadn't even known Daddy Lou was Catholic. I didn't know he had a mama till he lost her.
Hello, sweetie.
Never seen a dead one look so peaceful.
Oh.
You know what her last words were?
Who are you here with, honey?
My dad and uncle. Who are you?
It's your Aunt Grace and her husband Levy. How about you go to your uncle? He could use someone to talk to.
I'm sure he could.
I'm wondering why I got an invite this time.
You don't need it. You haven't needed it for years.
Well, we got each other's backs. Make you proud, yeah?
We can pay you in installments.
You and your white dad are doing fine in the quarter, but can't pay you what it's worth, and you don't need the money.
You forget what I did to that door, Grace?
Oh.
Claudia has expressed an interest in going home.
It is late for you.
The smell is awful.
Wakes were invented in places where it snows.
I had the papers drawn up.
Just like that.
Daddy Lou said I've been away from people too long. I didn't know how to behave right anymore.
No, you didn't.
Now here's a treat I think you're ready for. This is what the meat calls a lover's lane.
The meat.
That most mysterious of mathematical equations. How 1 + 1
Well,
becomes
Well.
1.
Come out here to do math?
You've been too sheltered, my belladonna. Yours? Mine. Young, strong, and likely to fight back. You must be most ferocious.
Oh, gee.
Just her, every time he tells her something like that, she gets that look. It's freaking hilarious.
Jesus, man. You gonna stand there watching, little girl? Where's your mama?
You just crawl out of the swamp or something?
Well, kind of.
Oh. Oh. That's a lot.
There's something back there. Something evil.
Oh, yes. She's with me.
Oh.
Oh, so he's a little bit more, polished with the whole process.
He dipped her before he...
I was. You are.
He
He made it
true.
slightly
Oh, look at
romantic before he took her out.
Yeah.
I've been 18 for 7 months now, and it's time I started acting like it.
Don't do something he would do.
I'm gonna tell Uncle Liz you talking to me this way.
Happy hunting.
Oh.
They grow up so fast.
See you right there.
She's gonna get. I guess I don't remember what happened in the movie.
Well, that's good.
Wow.
We'll be surprised.
I'm like playing it like it's brand new. Like she's gonna get caught.
Yeah.
Well, eventually we know they go to Paris, but that's not until they go to Europe in the 40s.
Oh my, he's so handsome. Adorable. Look who fell into her mama's closet.
Oh, this is not good.
Darky playing dress up in the dark.
Uh-oh. Oh.
You all right? You look a little sick there. Sorry about my horse, man.
I'm sorry. I got so scared I almost fainted. I thought the flowers might bring me back a bit.
Well, I'm glad you're back.
What's her lady? Interesting eyes you have.
Yeah.
Better to see you with.
He's got veins like rivers.
Oh.
Well, I had to make sure you wouldn't faint again. Tell you I don't.
Oh.
If he looks up, likes you. If he doesn't,
There you go.
Hey, you looked up.
No running, young lady.
Well, hello there again, diary. I finally got a few secrets of my own.
Okay. Oh, that's good.
That's good.
Claudia, are you blocking me? This is your father speaking.
You not like it?
No, I love it. I'm just trying to make it last.
Yeah, sure. Probably used to have ice cream anytime you want.
Look at that treat he's got.
Mm-hmm. Look good.
So is this what you always do for a first date? Take girl out for some ice
I
cream?
bet you do this with all your girl.
A boy sends flowers, asks a girl to go somewhere fun.
Yeah, cute, but
I'm what?
young.
I'm 19.
No way you older than me, Claudia.
Everyone in my family looks young for their age.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
You live around here? I used to too. I remember there used to be a toy shop a few doors down by there. They used to keep stray cats in boxes for people to take.
And that's how she's going to prove it.
I wasn't a baby.
Oh.
Is she going to use the hypnosis?
Oh, boy. They grow up fast. What is the... Oh, I was like, what is a horse going to do?
Yeah, the horse is freaking out.
Wait for me.
Tired of waiting.
Claudia,
Yeah?
you're real forward.
What?
You make me kiss you a little longer.
Here's the heart beating.
You're an angel.
That I'm still just wondering what the horse is. Oh, no.
There it is. Now, is she going to be upset that she couldn't control herself?
Huh?
That's what happens when you drain all the blood out of somebody.
I was, and I bit him. And now he...
It's easy to get carried away when you're young.
He's real dead.
Please save him. Turn him.
I can't.
You can. You did it to me.
You were still alive.
Yeah.
Is that?
Just try, please.
You drained him dry. Now go on. Clean up after yourself.
Oh, boy.
Well,
So the dissension starts.
This is why we never get close to mortals. Because sooner or later, they end up dead.
You'll be all right. It'll pass. You got us.
oh boy, what a mess.
Where have you reached? 1923-ish. Her date with Charlie.
Wow. 6 years. So.
It's more like dinner with Charlie, if we're being honest.
Charlie's death ushered in one of the darkest eras in our lives.
Oh,
The
wow.
oh-so-delicate balance of our oh-so-delicate household was shattered. The fantasy of happiness burst. Claudia was...
A Band-Aid for a shitty marriage.
Is that what he's gonna...
I was going to say...
Well, I was gonna say, I thought maybe he was thinking of himself with that aspect.
something else.
Louis thinking about a little redemption,
yes,
maybe?
That's almost certainly what she felt like.
Oh.
So she could stay in the same flat-chested, hairless crotch, 14-year-old baby doll body as her mind and spirit turned 19, 20, 25, 63, 358. You dumb diary.
Oh.
How does she even get up in the morning?
Oh, no.
Let me tell you something, you stuck up.
No.
I'm doing just fine. And how do I know that? Because the first man I killed called me the devil. And the last boy I killed, the last boy I'll ever love in this world, called me an angel.
What are we doing here?
So that means I'm on the right path. And that means there's so much more fun out there to have. I'm just getting started.
Oh. Whoa. Why are we doing that, Claudia?
Oh.
Wow.
There we go.
That got pretty heavy at the end. We'll end it.
Ooh, well,
again, we kind
so.
of, or at least I kind of remembered a little bit of the detail from, of course, the film version of this. But first off, wow, what an addition Claudia is to the show. Absolutely crushed it in this episode. She was everything you would expect a teenage vampire to be, right? Somebody who's, already kind of moody and unsure of themselves and has like a million different emotions and feelings going on at once. And oh, by the way, on top of it, you're a vampire and you have this incredible desire for blood. And of course, because they're younger, they have a harder time controlling it. So I thought they showed every detail that Claudia is going through with this transformation in this episode just brilliantly. And the dynamic between Louis and Lestat couldn't have been any more perfect. Lestat was just like, at times he looked like he was just like so bored and just over it, like, oh, here we go, this is what's going to be. And then other times he would be trying to help Claudia look at vampirism his way versus Louis's way and trying to kind of teach her how to do things. And look, his performance in this episode was fantastic. And I really liked what we got out of Louis here as well. I mean, look, it's no secret that the acting has been amazing on this and that the writing's been great. But, and then with Louis, how he was trying to teach her, trying to maybe show her, hey, you can eat, fish and rats and rabbits and everything else. And Claudia wasn't having any of it. And again, that's the problem that they're going to have, because Lestat's like, look, you wanted me to save her. You wanted me to do this. This is the repercussions of doing that. And again, Louis is struggling with letting go of his human side, and I think human life just in general. And, I thought maybe, or I was thinking he thought maybe Claudia would be some type of redemption for him to kind of maybe make up for what he did if he can save this girl. And now, he's got a whole new problem on his hands. And of course, the other thing that I want to touch on that I was wondering if they would do it this episode is with the problems that the Kirsten Dunst's character had in the movie of, like, yeah, you got turned when you're, whatever age, a young teenager, that's what you're going to stay forever. And the kind of the mental challenge that causes with Claudia here, like, oh, she's going to be stuck this way forever and never going to age. And we saw that frustration come out in this episode. So look, I was waiting for the addition of Claudia. And when we got it in the previous episode, I'm like, oh boy, here we go. Now it's going to get intense. And it has. Because we're seeing the conflict between Louis and Lestat, how they should do it, how should they take care of her. And Lestat is very pragmatic, very logical with everything. Oh, this is how it is. You drained him completely, so he's dead now, and now we throw him in the fire, and just doesn't have the level of compassion for Claudia the way Louis does, and how he's trying to kind of, I guess, ease her into what she's going through, but it's going to be a rough ride for Claudia here to come to grips with that. And at the end, I don't know about you guys, I wasn't sure what she was going to do with that sunroof when she opened it. And she, stuck her arm into there. Was that like the idea of I want to feel something, or am I tempting?
I can see that too, yeah. And then also tempting
to opt out of the situation here. So again, just this episode this is probably my favorite episode of the season so far, just because Claudia added so much and created such an awesome dynamic between Louis and Lestat that I don't know if we're going to get more of it the way we did in this episode, but this episode was definitely one for the books. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, great job by Bailey, if it's Bass or Bass. She did a phenomenal job as Claudia. She pretty much owned this episode. This episode was all about introducing us to Claudia, and it was kind of neat. We're kind of going back, so to speak, as to how you become a vampire. So we showed how to become a vampire, how you turn them, and then what they have to do to eat and feast on stuff. So that she had like how many birthdays, and she's like, I've been 17 now for 8.5 months. It's like, oh, really? No, you're apparently just 14. That the last diary entry that we saw or heard rather at the end of the episode that she was at, because I looked it up. Kirsten was 11 or 12 when she played Claudia in Interview with a Vampire, because she was born in 82. Movie came out in 94, so she was probably filming it around
Claudia
92.
in Interview with the Vampire, the movie, the same age? What age was
I think
she?
roughly.
She was probably supposed to be around that age, but she was 12 years old in real life, 11 and 12 years old in real life. So Like and obviously she stayed that way that whole time.
They portrayed her in the movie.
In the book or in the well,
movie,
both.
yeah.
So like I was gonna say, because like imagine if you're a Claudia and you know you're gonna be 14 forever, and I mean she had her thoughts about it at the end there that she said, because that would just be rough for her, because not like she even said, my mind is now 14 and 25. See, Lestat,
and it's like the hardest age to be with on top of it, because you're not a kid anymore, but you're not quite an adult. So you're like stuck in that weird limbo of growing up and, hormones and everything kicking in, but you're that forever.
And that's what I love too, where Lestat was like, hey, at this age, she's going to have a hell of a metabolism. It's going to be really fast.
It says ChatGPT, of course, take it for what it's worth.
Not a
here.
sponsor.
I just Googled it. It said that she was 5 in the movie. She was 11 when she played it, but the portrayal of Claudia in the movie was 5. Does that sound right?
Well, that doesn't sound right.
She was young.
GPT's
we'd have to
because it did say in here 14. So
right, but are they changing Claudia's age?
Yeah.
But they could have possibly changed it
Maybe.
because there's a few things in the film that we know are a little bit different than what's going on in the TV show. So I mean, we can look at that later. But
in Anne Rice's interview with the vampire, Claudia is initially 5 years old when she is turned into a vampire.
Okay.
The story explores the tragedy of her being trapped in a child's body while her mind ages. So
and that's an important to know. So like I can see why maybe it was 5 in the movie. I can see why they changed it to 14, because on 14, like you said, the hormones and everything else, and you're changing. And any boy or girl, like they're going through a lot of changes at that age. So now you're gonna be stuck in those changes forever, and not come out on the other side as far as your body wise. Whereas your mind, like she said, I'm gonna be 25, 30, 69, 283, but I'm still gonna be 14.
Well, I think it creates a lot more complication, because when you're 5, of course, as she's aging and her mind is aging and things like that, you still face the same challenges. But when you're in the body of a 5-year-old, at no point is there any physical attraction shown from anybody, really, right? It would just be friendships with other people your age, which would be equally as challenging, just because on a cognitive standpoint. Imagine being 30 years old, like let's talk.
Your only friends are 5-year-olds. I don't want to talk about trucks anymore.
Yeah, right. But I think the thing that she's facing here, and even they showed Charlie bringing it up here, like you're too young. Right. But as a 14-year-old, maybe a 15 or 16-year-old boy would be interested in you. And I mean, 15, 16-year-old boys, it's full hormones raging. So even at 14, even a young boy the same age as her, 14 would be a freshman in high school, roughly. So I think it makes the story a lot more complicated for the emotions that she's going through, because she's of an age where, yes, physical attraction between, between younger boys and girls is definitely starting, and something that's very prevalent. But, as she gets older, I mean, even, if you were, 23 years old, or, as it moves forward, 30, but even imagine being a 25-year-old and hanging out with a 14-year-old boy in any sort of romantic setting. You'd be like, oh boy, just the emotional intelligence, your worldview and everything like that would be so drastically different. And I think they're able to explore a few more themes. Now, of course, this TV series is significantly more sexualized than the 1994 movie was. I don't know how graphically detailed the book is as far as things like that, but that's part of this film. And so I think, to kind of show those things, having her be 14 again. I am surprised that they did that, though, with the book having Claudia be 5. So it's interesting that they took the liberties here. But of course, they are taking some liberties. I don't know in the book, but in at least in the 1994 movie, obviously we have Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise, both Caucasians. So having Louis here be a person of color, a black man in the South, in the in the early 1900s. Of course, there's a lot different dynamic there.
Well, we saw the last episode.
Than you would face, right? You would face. So it's interesting, and I wonder how people who are fans of the book feel about some of the creative liberties that they're taking with this story here. Of course, we don't have much of a frame of reference to go off of, but it's piquing my curiosity. Like, okay, now was this something that it's tickling the senses?
Well, I think it just
my
gives
curiosity.
I think it gives you so much more story to tell with a 14, 15-year-old versus a 5-year-old.
Yeah.
And let's be honest, you can get much. Look, there's some really good young actors out there, but this kind of opens the window of the range of a real life actor.
Right. Well, for Claudia, I mean, yeah, you could have, and that's a very
She showed all of those emotions right at the end in the coffin.
Right. For Claudia, I mean, you could take an 18-year-old and even just like the very, very practical side of filmmaking. With an 18-year-old, you don't face the same legal challenges.
Right, they can work all day.
And it's my understanding with child actors, which you see a lot of twins that they do. At least they used to do that in the 80s and 90s. You'd see a lot of twins just so they can fit them as, hey, you work from the 8 to noon and you work from noon to 4, and you can still get more shooting in. But yeah, look, it's another really, really intriguing episode, and they're doing such a good job at the storytelling. Again, I enjoyed the film, but not even anywhere close to the same level as I'm enjoying this show. And so often when we watch movies based off books, people will say, well, the book is better. And you're like, oh man, what if they would have turned it into a show so you can explore those stories a little bit more, which we've already gotten here, twice as much content in just a handful of episodes as we got in an entire movie. So, excuse me.
Well, and the best thing is I really don't remember what happened in the movie. Like, if you asked me right now what happened to Claudia in the movie, I don't remember. I couldn't tell you. So guys, I'm glad I really this.
I obviously do remember.
I don't. We watched
because you
Steel Trap.
Well, because you guys watched it only once.
We came in.
I've seen it multiple times.
So if you didn't see our reaction to Interview with the Vampire, it came highly recommended. We did it. I had never seen it before. Again, the vampire genre was never really my thing. So everything.
Well, now he's Team Edward.
Everything vampire. I am Team Edward. Team Big Rob.
That's better.
Which we is interesting because they kind of explored. I shouldn't say explored because again it was based off of books, but it brought up a very interesting thing. You have a 17-year-old, essentially in Twilight, and so he's always in high school.
I feel like you're gonna get such a hard time for comparing this to Twilight.
No, but nonetheless, I'm just saying no, because it's the maturity thing.
Over here.
No. In Twilight, a very interesting concept is imagine being a 17-year-old, or being a man who's 118. And sitting there and having conversations, not just with a 17-year-old female. Forget about the relationship side. Imagine trying to have friends, just 17-year-old boys. I mean, sometimes it might be fun, like, yeah, the boys. But after a while, you'd be like, holy shit.
Yeah, the boys.
It's just exploring. That's the one very interesting
I got to move
thing
again.
That they're able to do. Obviously, with adults, when you have somebody who's an adult and somebody who's, say, 35 when they turn, and they've already had experience with younger adults, older adults. As you move forward, even hanging out with other 35-year-olds, I don't know that would be something that becomes draining from an intellectual standpoint. Whereas if you were somebody who was in a teenage body, obviously so much changes in those years. That's not
never going to be taken seriously.
That's not to say somebody who's 23 isn't drastically different from somebody who's 40 or 50, and obviously your worldview changes in a lot. But that age, like you were saying, this is so much is happening at this age that that I think they're able to tell more story, even if it wasn't a practical thing where, hey, we can get an 18-year-old actress or a 20-year-old actress to play a 14-year-old, makes things a little easier. But so if you're somebody who is a fan of the book, what did you think about them using a 14-year-old as opposed to a 5-year-old? I don't know how this show is. I really didn't know anything about this show until we started watching it here, which I was like, oh, wow, this is pretty good.
Yep.
And now I'm wondered with other vampire stuff, like I don't know how this rates in the world of vampire stuff.
Well, it won the poll, and why, or
is
a
this
poll, I think, right?
Like,
for us
is
to
this
watch it.
peak vampire story? Where
I don't know, maybe, or Vampire Diaries.
Vampire Diaries. People have said other stuff.
My wife's seen that. She loves that.
Yeah,
she thought that's what we were watching.
True Blood. And
yeah,
of
but I
course
guess it's up to your opinion.
But do you-
what's
think
your
this
version
show is-
of Godzilla? Do you like what version of Frankenstein?
Well, I think
do
it's
you
because
like?
it's Sam Reed in here that he's just crushing.
But you know what I'm
his
saying? Like,
staff.
is this show gonna set the bar this high for vampire content?
Maybe
And then
for
we
us?
come into the other shows and we're like, because look, it's certain. Look, Twilight was fun. It was very enjoyable to watch with the guys, but I'm not gonna like from a content standpoint. It's not even close. And I know people don't, you can't compare this to Twilight. This is drastically.
Yes, I can. I just did. And I'm going to do it again.
It's drastically better, right? Like the storytelling's better, the acting's better. Everything about this is so much different than Twilight. Look, I know.
That's just because we don't have any werewolves yet. Once we get a werewolf,
yeah,
are we going to get a? We didn't have a 17-year-old Taylor Lautner come.
There we go. We didn't have that.
See, but yeah, this is it's been such an incredible show so far. And the addition of Claudia, phenomenal. She crushed it. But again, the change of the age in the storyline opens up a lot.
Yeah, and the
topics.
The last thing that I'm wondering about is because they had the diary of World War II and what was going on with the POWs and things like that. I'm wondering if are we going to get to that and see what Louis and Lestat and Claudia were doing during all of that, because the years are ticking down. We're going to get there sooner or later. And I liked how they had or how they were going through all the books. Quite rough and not being careful.
Yeah,
with them, I might add.
Daniel was just tossing them around. All right, cool.
Big old bear claws.
Put it in his sandwich. We don't want the oils from your fingers to wreck the pages, but
by the way, rip it open. But yeah, so they had just those real quick shots of all the different dates from the books, and I'm just wondering when we're going to get to that. Obviously, we've got 2 seasons already.
We got 2 seasons.
I think so. I definitely think they've got the time to explore it. So that's going.
How many episodes?
So
are
season 1 is 7 episodes. Season 2 is 8. So we got 15. Season 3, I do believe, is in the works.
It's so crazy because before streaming, TV seasons were like 20 episodes.
Well, it still is on network.
It
TV.
is on network.
Right. It still is on network TV, but on streaming, 6, 8, 10. I mean, 12 is a long season for a streaming season.
Well, I think given how much they put into this show, like let's just talk about the costumes and the sets that they have to do right there. For an AMC show, which might not have the biggest budget in the world, they are doing a hell of a job.
I think with AMC, as we've seen in multiple, well, you guys with Walking Dead and then me and Breaking Bad and Saul and both you guys, that they will stretch the dollar as long as they can and get the most out of it.
Oh, he answer doesn't even know.
Well, with The Walking Dead,
there's
apparently.
some things we have watched where they have stretched.
I heard the tiger looks amazing.
Where they have stretched the budget, but it doesn't feel like this at all. And look, and here's the one thing that I will say about this with a budget standpoint. And we're not directors here, but I'm guessing from the practical standpoint, having some older carriages, outfits, and set design becomes less expensive than fancy CGI and effects and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, like this episode, like where did they really go? They probably only went to maybe 4 different settings, maybe 5.
Yeah,
the houses, the
funeral home where Claudia got the police officer, and then
they're on the lake. They're on the lake.
Any effect. I mean, they showed Charlie being burned, but I mean,
the big effect was she jumped like all the way up the stairs from the bottom.
I mean,
and
they covered
that up.
It was
just her feet to there, so they could easily just
even comparing to Walking Dead, think about all the special effects with all the walkers and stuff like that. Where here it's like, we're gonna put in these contacts and some fangs,
call it a day,
and some wardrobe, call it a day. But yeah, I'm loving this show. I came in with very, very limited expectations, and this has been great. So
it has been amazing. We cannot wait to catch you on the next one because we're having a lot of fun with this. Hopefully you were too. So for Evelyn Oak, Mason Quinn, I'm of course the answer. We'll catch you on the next one, pals.